Confined spaces are those that are large enough to enter and perform work inside, have a limited or restricted means of entry or exit, and yet are not designed for continuous human occupancy. Confined spaces in petroleum industry unique challenges and risks due to the presence of volatile substances, high temperatures, and complex equipment. These spaces, such as tanks, vessels, and pipelines, require meticulous safety protocols to mitigate hazards like toxic gases, oxygen deficiency, and fire explosion risks. Confined spaces encompass various environments, including pipelines, cargo ships, silos, utility vaults, sewers, water manholes, elevator shafts, dumpsters, tunnels, truck or rail tank cars, aircraft wings, ditches, wells, trenches, barges, shipping containers, and fish holds. Rigorous training, proper ventilation, and continuous atmospheric monitoring are essential. Additionally, stringent permit-to-work systems and emergency response plans are crucial. Given the potential for catastrophic accidents, maintaining strict adherence to safety regulations and fostering a culture of awareness and accountability are paramount in ensuring the well-being of workers and the integrity of refinery operations. All hazards found in a regular workspace can also be found in a confined space. However, they can be even more hazardous in a confined space than in a regular worksite. The typical hazards in confined spaces can include poor air quality, asphyxiants, low oxygen, fire hazard, residual chemicals, noise, heat, cold, radiation, vibration, electrical, inadequate lighting, structural hazards, engulfment, entanglement, slips, falls and biological hazards. Injuries and fatalities involving confined spaces are frequent and often involve successive fatalities when would-be rescuers succumb to the same problem as the initial victim. In the 1980s, approximately 60% of fatalities involve would-be rescuers and more than 30% of fatalities occur in a space that has been tested and found to be safe to enter. A written confined space entry program is essential for ensuring regulatory compliance, managing risks effectively, standardizing procedures, enhancing worker training and awareness. This program outlines detailed procedures for assessing risks, obtaining permits, and implementing control measures before entry. Among other things, the OSHA standard requires the employer's written program to enforce essential steps to deter unauthorized access. Assess and analyze hazards within permit spaces prior to authorizing employee entry. Verify atmospheric conditions within the permit space prior to entry and continuously monitor during operations. Conduct proper testing for atmospheric hazards in the following order: oxygen levels, combustible gases or vapors, and toxic gases or vapors. Develop and execute methods, protocols, and techniques to eradicate or manage hazards essential for ensuring safe entry into permit spaces. Define the responsibilities of employees' roles. Supply and upkeep personal protective gear and any required equipment for safe entry, without expense to the employee, and mandate its use. Guarantee the presence of at least one attendant outside the permit space throughout entry activities. Organize entry procedures in instances where employees from multiple employers are engaged in permit space work. Execute proper protocols for calling rescue and emergency services, and prevent unauthorized individuals from undertaking rescue efforts. Create and enforce a documented system for generating, distributing, utilizing, and revoking entry permits. Conduct annual reviews of existing entry procedures and update the permit space entry program as needed. Enact protocols for attendants overseeing multiple spaces to adhere to during emergencies occurring in one or more of those spaces. Wrap up. In order to work in restricted areas securely, workers must get the necessary training and tools. Employers may make sure that their employees are safe and healthy while working by being aware of the risks posed by tight spaces and implementing the necessary safety measures. Thank you very much for watching the video. You may consider to subscribe, like, sharing or pressing bell icon for this video, if it is worth doing. Explore our YouTube channel, Petroleum, for captivating videos covering science, engineering, technology, and energy topics. The primary aim of launching this YouTube channel is to facilitate the exchange and dissemination of knowledge and experiences among professionals and amateur. Your feedback contributes to the enhancement of our videos.